I got a freestyle I just dropped on YouTube.
Let's get this party going.
You got another day to be great. You woke up, so that means that you have another day to be great.
Hello, people. Hi. I'm somewhere else again. I'm really not outside. I'm really just waiting on a plane ticket, a flight home, waiting on my flight. Figured I'd go live for you guys since I've seen some new information. So we got Drake getting exposed, allegedly. All right, we got Brittany Renner and PJ Washington. More drama from them. We also got the Atlanta hip hop scene. Like I'm gonna get into it, but without getting all the way into it, because again, I have a tendency of getting death threats. I don't know what it is, but for some reason they send death threats to me. I don't know. Pineapples. Then buying Billboard number ones. All right, we're gonna get into that too with the payola and the botting and all of that. So without further ado, you know what I'm saying, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. For the podcast listeners, it's going to be audio only. I'm going to shut up and let them talk so y'all can hear the whole thing.
Okay, hold on, pause. This is what we're not doing. So every time that he does this, I'm going to record this. Because that's not okay. I'm just letting you know. No, the thing is, this is the third time he's done it. This is the third time he's done it. He doesn't want to go with you. So actually show up. Actually show up and do something then with him. Because he does this every time. No, it's not. No, it's not. It ain't because anybody babies him. You gonna give him his bag and stuff?
That's terrible. 3 weeks in a row.
And it's up with me. Just know that it's up.
Nothing.
What'd you say?
You ain't missed the
What'd you say?
I didn't stutter.
I didn't hear you say it again.
Suck my dick.
If you had one, maybe I would.
Where that bitch?
Pussy
You
ass.
ain't a baby.
Pussy ass. What the fuck you looking at?
That's on my way. Bitch.
Get your bitch ass out my driveway, ho.
You don't pay for shit.
Fuck you. You don't pay for shit either. $170,000 to your hoe, but $11,000 in your son's bank account. $11,000 in your son's bank account, but $170 to that
You don't
bitch.
got shit in your
Get out the
bank
car.
account.
Get out the car. Get out the car. Come on.
Why? Okay, first of all, let's get a couple things straight. So this is Brittany Renner, PJ Washington. All right. So look, I'm gonna pull it back just a smidget when you can see them both on the screen. I think she turns around right about. Yep, that's good enough. So here's the thing, man. Brittany tripping, thinking just because the son crying something wrong. Exactly. I'm finna give the real example of this, right? My dad is an amazing father. However, I would cry when I'm leaving my mom because I'm going to miss my mom. Not just because I don't want to go with my dad. It's just because I'm going to miss my mom so much. But I know good and so damn well when I go with my dad, we're finna go do some cool shit. We're finna go do some cool shit. We're finna go do some guy shit. Like off rip, bro. Off rip. And here's the thing. They're recording it. They had it pre-planned. They were trying to get a reaction out of him. They were trying to do something. And this is why I tell men all the time, get good baby mamas. Or just be with the women. Pick good women. If she don't make you feel good, if she's not somebody you want to be around, like if she's not cool, don't fuck with her. Don't fuck with her. Don't date her. None of that. None of that. Don't fuck like none of that. I know Brittany Renner probably a freak in the bedroom, But here's the thing, she's talking about some, oh, you going out with him, you know what I'm saying? Oh, he don't want to leave the house, blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, you got him around Kevin Gates and whoever else he was around. And that's not to say Kevin Gates is a bad person. That's just saying it's the same scenario as him with his new girlfriend. Same scenario. Same. So y'all both had him around somebody new. We don't know what you do for work. Brittany, we don't know what you do for work. Children and toddlers, separation anxiety is real, especially, bro, it's crack cocaine at that age, man. It's like high, stupid high, man. Like it just blows me. It just blows me. Like they really thought they were setting something up. And like it really just made Brittany look stupid. We're not dumb. We're not dumb. We know why you had the child with him originally. You can check my old videos for that content. I was there. You are not a good human being, Brittany. You're not a good human being. Just straight up. It is what it is. You're not a good human being. So don't be trying to make PJ look bad because he's busy traveling the world because he's an NBA player. Like, duh, he's not going to be spending the majority of the time with the child because he's an NBA player and he's the breadwinner and he makes most of the money. And then for the mama to be making, PJ needs to put his girl on a program because she fell for that bait. Yeah, exactly. Here's the thing though. The mom was tripping out of pocket talking about there's only $11K in your child's bank account. First of all, the child is maybe 3, maybe 2. $11K? That's pretty damn good for a 2-year-old. $11K versus they're talking about he gave her only $11K. Like a 2-year-old finna burn through $11K. You can make a 2-year-old can survive off $11K for a really long time. Like you can take that $11K and get that child from, I want to say from 2 to at least 4 with $11K. If you got just pure $11K just sitting there, you ain't got to deduct no taxes from it or nothing. Like, yeah, you feeding the kid, all of that. It's just people be wanting to go above and beyond. They want to buy their kids designer and shit just for them to grow out of it. Like, for what? For what? My kids aren't getting no, I'm telling you, when I have kids, my kids aren't getting no nice shoes till they're old enough to understand what nice is. I'm not blowing no bag on them. So a 2-year-old having $11K in his bank account is fine. Them pocket watching what he done bought the other girl, because I guess he bought her a car and the car was like $170K, right? He bought his new girlfriend a car. First of all, that's his new girl. And he's making M's. That's nothing. He bought her a whip. Cool. There's nothing wrong with that at all. You should have stayed with the program, Brittany. You should have been nice, Brittany. Go ask Kevin Gates for some money. That's your new boo, right? Go ask him for some money. Like, you can't be over here. You can't dibble and dabble in both houses. Like, you left. You left. It is what it is. You left. It is what it is. No one pocket watches more than a bitter baby mom. Oh God. Like, that is big facts. That is big facts, chat. That is big facts. Man, I'm trying to see. But yeah, that's pretty much it with that part of the story. All right. So she mad. He spent money on the exactly. He's dating a new woman. Women are expensive. He gonna spend some bread. That's just what it is. If you're dating a new woman, you're gonna come out of new money. Whoop-de-fucking-do. And here's the thing. You got with PJ when he was on his rookie contract. And then you left while he was still on his rookie contract. He's now on like a bigger and better contract. So yeah, he got more money. Of course, he spent $170K on buying her new new car. Like, of course he did. Yeah, that's man. I don't know, man. I don't know. So now we got Drake getting exposed. All right, getting exposed for saying after your birthday, he's taking his car back from this girl. You already threatened to take the car back after my B-Day. Anyway, send a pickup person. Now, that's what this girl said. Somewhere Travis Hunter's wife is taking notes on this scenario. Bro, Travis Hunter is so fucked. He is so fucked. Like, if she leaves him, he is fucked. He is fucked. Like, and she's his first little bad bitch, man. I can tell. I can see it in his eyes, bro. I can see it in his eyes. It sucks. It sucks. So Drake is allegedly getting exposed here, right? Now, here's the kicker. Drake then responds, I never met this girl in my life. He responds on the same post from the Shade Room, I never met this girl in my life. And then, to top it off, he then exposes a DM thread between him and old girl that just started today. He just started it. Like, he just opened a conversation with her. They've never had any interaction whatsoever. So she just made it up. She just made it up. For clout. For clout. We gotta start banning these people, bro. Who, you know what? You know what? Let's do a little homework, man. Let's do a little homework. I'm finna pull up her Instagram. Because we gotta know who we dealing with here. Oh fuck, it's not gonna let me do it that way. Hold on. I gotta send myself the page from IG. Let's see. Sorry, okay, let's play both sides. Didn't Future take his car back from a chick? Bro, and that was firing? Bro, yes. Look, Quavo took a car back from Sweetie. Future took a car back. Drake then rapped about taking cars back. So if you're not with him, like, then what's the big deal? He took the car back. You got the car on a loan. He didn't buy you a car because you weren't his girl. He got you a nice car and just made the payments. That's it. You just had to get your own insurance. But it looks like that is a lie. Hold on. Let me get to Asia Knowles. Okay, so that's her name. Asia Knowles. We're going to look at her page. We're going to look at her page today, chat. Because why not? Why not? Oh, she privated her account. Bro, no. I'm finna send y'all this. She privated her account, bro. She privated her account. That's how you know she was lying. She privated her account. She got exposed for lying and privated her account. Man, get the fuck out of here. She didn't expect Drake to reply. On the other side, this clout chasing has to stop. Drake can't. Bro, people live off of Drake's name. They live off his name. They live off of him. They live off of him. And I know there's probably some people that clicked on the video thinking like, oh my God, yeah, Drake got exposed, some negative, and then found out like it's really not. Like, look, that's her page right now. I just pulled it up on my phone. Like, that's her page right now. Like, it's privated. Like, I can't see nothing. She privated it because she started getting hate mail. People started pulling up on her DMs, pulling up in her comments. Excuse me. Man, she had to have known like that wasn't gonna fly. Like, people gotta stop lying. That's my whole thing. Like, people just gotta stop lying. You can't be saying like, oh, Drake bought me this car and he's trying to take it back. Which then again, like, who cares? We didn't know he bought you the car. And now you're trying to say he's taking it back. Okay, he's well within his rights. You can't afford it. You can't afford the note. What are you supposed to do? Transfer the note into your name? You're not finna do that. because he got you something you can't afford. You going into debt. You would spiral, okay, out of control. And then when you get exposed, then you block your account. It got to end. It has to end, bro. It has to end. This is out of control. Out of control. Drake has a cult fan base. You didn't think they would oh yeah. Oh yeah. Like her name's in the thread now and everything. She won't be able to unlock her account for a long time. For a long time. Because dude, them people are still going at Kendrick right now. Well, obviously. So I mean, there's the back and forth or whatever for the beef. But they still going at other people that like, whether it's Ross, whether it's The Weeknd, whether like all these other people, like even people that like made a snide remark during the beef, bro, they still on their head. They ain't letting up. Ain't letting up. Like sooner or later, the OVO crowd, the Drake fan crowd, is turning into like their own like Barb type situation or the Beehive type situation, where like it's not gonna be good for you. It's gonna be a bad day. It's gonna be a long day for you. And then you call yourself trying to expose Drake. Expose yourself. So now we got two frauds. Brittany Renner's a fraud. The Aaliyah, whatever the fuck her name is. What the fuck is her name? Hold on. Give me one sec. I gotta grab her name again. Aaliyah J. Aisha knows. Aisha knows. Like she's done. She's cooked. She's cooked for a long time. A long time. That is so dumb. Like that is the dumbest thing ever to try and expose. Side note, Drake fans have a nickname like the Beehive or the Barbs. I don't know. I don't know what the nickname would be. I don't know what the nickname would be. Like if there was a nickname, I don't know what the nickname would be. There's a couple of nicknames that would work. You know what I'm saying? There's a couple of them that will work, but I don't know. Like to me, like the nickname like Sixers would work. I don't know what else. I genuinely don't know what else. I thought I had a bit more in my head till I got to thinking about it, and then I was like, maybe I don't got it. Maybe I don't have as many. Maybe I don't have as many ideas. That was the only one that really came to the forefront. But yeah, two frauds. All right. Believe all women. Believe all women. All right. So anyway, bread and butter of the most of this podcast. Owls didn't stick. Sixers is too Toronto based. Yeah. We couldn't call them Owls, and we definitely couldn't call them. And the Sixers it is a bit too Toronto based. Yeah. Damn. Yeah. They need a nickname. We need a nickname. So after all the back and forth about who's snitching, who not snitching, who doing this, who doing that, all this mumble jumble and jazz. All right, cool. Boom. They've been going back and forth, right? See the CEO of Quality Control. All right. So P tags Young Thug in an IG post and says the streets been dead. Now here's what P had to say. Imagine you broke ass rats like Young Thug and Pee Wee Roscoe. Oh my God. Pee Wee Roscoe. Oh my God. Trying to run a rat narrative on me and all my niggas that I love running with. These bitch niggas knowing how these niggas talk about me. I'm gonna say this for the last time. I'm not no street nigga. Thank you. I ain't either. That's why I get confused when I get death threats. I'm like, I ain't no street nigga. Like, what we get into violence for? Just rebuttal with words. Use your brain. I know that seems like a foreign concept because most of y'all are stupid as hell. But use your brain, use your big words. Talk back to me. Just tell me I'm wrong. I'm a tax-paying citizen that's running a business and taking care of my family. All the street niggas is broke, dead, and in jail. Why do y'all continue to glorify this shit? Streets been dead. Y'all niggas gave the city a bad name. Now, this is fire. But the image for most of the rappers that you're help selling, yeah. Thug needs to ignore this and enjoy his freedom. This will blow over when he drops it out. Here's the thing, though, with Young Thug, right? Like, he brought this kind of on himself because he just kept bringing it up. He kept going at Gunna. Like, he just kept going. And then all of a sudden, like, all the documents and stuff are coming out from the trial and everybody's getting all this stuff, right? And so since people have all the stuff, they're going through these videos and you can hear audio of like 21 Savage and Young Thug, you know what I'm saying, talking. And basically Young Thug says, man, I wouldn't have went at Gunna, but you know what I'm saying, Lil Baby, Future, and so I'd already jumped out the window. So I had to have their back on it. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, what? You know, and then 21 Savage was just basically trying to tell him, like, this doesn't even make sense. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why do this? Like, why are we going at each other like this? You know, he was just trying to say, like, I don't think Gunna did rat, which I'm gonna say it again. Like, once I reviewed the documents, he ain't snitch. He ain't snitched. Like, because somebody's like, oh, he solidified the RICO. No, he didn't, because y'all, other people had already pled and said y'all were a gang. People, if you take the stand and say it's a gang when they're trying to prove a RICO, that's a snitch. That's snitching. That is, however, other people already signed plea deals and said the same thing. It was part of other people's plea deal. Gunna was just number like 4 or 5 to do it. At that point, it don't matter. It don't matter. In the court of law, Gunna's word doesn't hold any more weight than anybody else. Because he's just a man that's on trial. So yeah, that's in fault. They tripping. That's how I feel about it, honestly. Like, you know, and then you have all the phone calls and interrogation videos, and these are the phone calls that the feds and everybody is listening to. You know what I'm saying? And they're hearing you talk about, you know what I'm saying, oh, we pay for records, you know what I'm saying, so to be competitive, we pay for bots for streaming and all this stuff. And I'm just like, what? Like, here's the thing, like, Thug has like all the goodwill in the world, bro. Goodwill, excuse me. Young Thug has all the goodwill in the world. All he has to do is just put out music. That's it. Just focus on putting out music. Just focus on doing what you got to do. That's it. That's all. Your girlfriend is fine. Mariah the Scientist is on a big, whatchamacallit. Gunna word held a little weight because it could have had debunked YSL is a label. But the thing is, they established that YSL is a label and a gang. They said that in trial. It was already said in their documents. They were alleging both. Like, there was nothing he could do. Don't really matter to me. I just want good music. Hey, same, bro. I really don't care. Now, here's the next thing that QCP said. And by the way, I ain't ever been in no courtroom on no nigga, set in an interrogation room running niggas' names, which is crazy because Young Thug did do that. He put out somebody's name in the interrogation room. Now, whether or not that person was dead, whether or not that person was already in prison serving for whatever, like, that didn't help the situation. That didn't help the narrative that they weren't a gang. It didn't. And I don't speak on the dead, so I don't care enough to explain the situation. Y'all boys, the police, y'all niggas mad because y'all not me. And I mean, he not wrong. He not wrong. P up. He's up. He's winning. He's winning. Matter of fact, to further prove this point, I do have another video. I do have another video that I downloaded. I wasn't gonna play it. Like was the guy name he gave dead? Not at the time. I don't think the person was dead at the time or something. Like it's something like there's two names he said. One person was already in prison serving their sentence, and then the other person was dead. Like that's for sure. There's somebody's dead, and then there was two people
trying to do other shit. You know, when he did his 2 album deal with me, Cash called me one day like, "Hey, what the hell going on with Gunna? Who's speaking for him?" I'm like, "Wow." I'm like, "Oh, I'm there." You know, he trying to get signed right here with Weeknd signed it, and he demanded he want, you know, 20 million. Whoa. So I already done told him like, whatever you want, just say it. I'm gonna give you the money, whatever you want. Just on some we brother shit. Like nigga, I know you can't go nowhere in this world and get no $20 million check from no label. You're not doing numbers like that. You alright, but you ain't doing that like that. You know, like the number 1 album you just had right now. I paid for you to have a number 1 album. You didn't. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, earn a number 1 album over the weekend, my boy.
Right.
I paid for that shit. I never said that to him. I never told him that. You know, 'cause we just got the plug on that. Like, you never earned a number 1 album. I spent $50 extra grand buying motherfucking streams, $50,000 buying streams for you. For you to be weak. Like, and Cash know the same plug, so Cash could have did the same thing. But Cash like let it go. Cash just like snap down, like, man, let the nigga on the way. I ain't stunning shit. Snap down like a player. You know, but he did a little deal. He got some little signs for a little nigga from his hood, whatever. Did the same shit, but he did a deal where he took their money. So these niggas, some young niggas too, these niggas like.
Welcome to owning a label. You're supposed to pay for his album to go number 1. Exactly. You did what any exec was supposed to do. Like the labels, like they pay for the radio play. They pay for whatever botting, if they end up doing botting, whatever payola schemes they got going on. They pay for it all. And that's going to slide into my next topic about buying Billboard number 1s. But like, bro, like this is crazy.
17, 18, like real kids, baby. The oldest one of them probably be 18. The oldest one, no, probably about 20. The oldest one probably be 20. It's like 5 of them. They probably like 16 to 20. Man, these niggas ain't got no tongue. These niggas ain't popping. Nobody in Atlanta ain't heard of them. They done did like 3-4 shows in the city in 2-3 years. Like these niggas done had 3-4 shows. And they shows be like goddamn $5,000. You know, it's on the behalf of Gunna and all that shit for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Like the show, you know, niggas booking you just 'cause they like, oh, these Gunna new artists, they upcoming, they Gunna new artists, but they ain't got no song, they ain't put no music out, no nothing. They just doing shows. So these niggas like, man, we got a show coming up in about goddamn 3 weeks. We got a show coming up in 3 weeks.
I love Drake, but you think he spent 500 weeks straight on the charts with no help, with no label help? The thing is, he puts out enough music consistently. Like I watched maybe we can watch that YouTube video. Maybe we can watch that YouTube video where basically it shows like the number of weeks, like Drake, that 500 week span that Drake was on the charts and where the song positions were. My thing was this: he wasn't going number 1 enough. Like if they were paying, like he wasn't going number 1 enough. He wasn't. But his streams overall have been so consistent. They've been just consistently the same. Like I don't think they're paying for it. Like I don't. I think they're paying for like advertising. You know what I'm saying? Budgets for videos, the radio payola, because that's the only way you're gonna get a song on the radio is payola. Like it just has to. It just has to. Even if you're a new Drake record, like there's other people paying for those slots, so you can't get on the radio because the label bought the other slots. So you can't even get on the radio. You can't even be heard. Your new song can't even be, even if you're Drake. Even if you're Drake. Now, now there are some exceptions to the rule where different people, like for instance, if Drake has a leak or something that comes out and it's just absolute fire, or he puts out something on SoundCloud or whatever, like back in the day, like certain radio DJs would just F it and just play it anyway. They just play it anyway. But that's not what's supposed to happen. That's on the back end, on the background of like all this and all this label stuff. Like that's not what's supposed to happen. That's not how it's supposed to be. But anyway, So do I think he had no help at all? No. I think the label did their job. They did their job. But do I think he had bots? No. Drake averages one number one hit a year, bro, and he's been consistent at that. Like, so I'm not even tripping. Like, and we're gonna play that video in a second.
We want to put a song out so we can perform it at the show. Cause we ain't got no song out. So we put the song out, fun little niggas and shit, whatever. These niggas go do the show. This lame man nigga take goddamn $2,500 from the young niggas. I'm like, man, nigga crazy. I'm like, nigga, you know you signed to me and you make millions of dollars. I ain't never took a dollar from you. Why the hell would you ever in your life accept a dollar from these young boys, bro? These niggas kids. What the hell you finna do with $2,500, bro? Like, you finna make 5 young niggas split $2,500? You supposed to let them get $1,000 piece, bro. What the hell is wrong with you? $2,500 ain't finna do nothing in the world for you, boy.
Damn.
He like, well, that's a deal they got. I'm like, well, hell, got your mind fucked up, boy. You losing your sanity. Like, well, that hoe got your mind fucked up.
Yeah.
The worst way. Like,
I ain't never seen some homeboy.
at this point, nigga, I just gave you $20 million.
Oh, exactly.
I just gave you a $15 million check. Ain't no way in the hell you spend no $2,500 from these young niggas.
Who is he talking to?
4 shows. Ain't no way in the hell you spend no $2,500. Man, you crazy. Like, that type of shit, I think he'd just be like, oh, no. And then the shit was like, he would do his deal with me, and he ain't say nothing to me. He's sitting around me every day just chilling, kicking the brother shit, but going behind my back, trying to talk to other companies about signing. And I already done told him, like, whatever you want, just say it. Whatever you want. Before I even heard about him talking to companies or anything, I like, shit, hey, you know your deal, look. He like, hell yeah. I like, shit, what you want? He like, shh, I'm trying to really see now what I want. He like, you know, I ain't really trying to hit you like that, big brother. Just really whatever. I ain't on that one. I'm like, man, right, whatever you want, text it to me. If you don't want to just talk like a man, just text it. He like, all right. Never text nothing. I get a phone call from Cass saying he's talking to labels. I'm like, oh, okay, so you want to sign with labels. I'm like, all right, let it go.
If he dropped an album in the first 3 months, it was doing 500K first week. Listen, what he needed on that, if he dropped an album right after he got out, all he need to do is have now do 150 back. So look, all he needed was Mariah Scientist on there, Drake, Future, and then maybe Quavo and Offset. Maybe that's even if he did that. You know what I'm saying? Then he could Lil Baby, obviously. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking about some obvious features. He could maybe reach out to The Weeknd and get The Weeknd on there. Possibly, like, boom, his album's done. He's doing over 6. He's doing, like you said, like the 150K. He probably do like 200. He probably do like 200, 250. As long as the songs are good. He with that all-star lineup, he's probably doing 200 or 250. Like, that's crazy. Like, and he had the appeal to do it. I just don't know where his head was at when he got out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Once he got free. And then I know he's on probation, so he can't talk about the same stuff that he used to talk about or the way he used to talk about it. I know that. But he could have been up. So yeah, there's that.
Billboard is a lie.
If we talking about number ones, so look, 6, not okay. It blocks my face. So anyway, we're gonna do it like this. So 6ix9ine is end up talking here. I listened to a little bit of it earlier. He was actually making some sense. So here we are. Without further ado, I'm gonna let him get into it because he talks about how Billboard lets people buy number ones and all that. What did Gunna do first week? Let me look that up. Gunna first week sales. The last one did 80K. It did 80K. Bruh, that's good. He did 80K. He did 80. That's good. That's good. Bro, I think anybody that has name recognition in hip hop, like where people, okay, we know what you are, who you are, and all that. When did we start judging albums on just first week sales? Bro, I don't know. Okay, I don't know. I don't know because you'll have albums like, for instance, let's put Kendrick Lamar in here, right? Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, first week was low key not good. It was like 150. It was like, hold on. Let me see what it did first week. Let me see what it did first week for real. Cause I might be gassing with the 150. I might be gassing. Kendrick Lamar first week sales. Okay, bad. Okay, I'm tripping. Mr. Morale and the Big Stepper did 295, right? 295. And people started saying when Kendrick did 295 off Morale and the Big Steppers, that all of a sudden, oh, he's not Big Three anymore. Oh, he fell off. Like I was seeing crazy slander, like crazy. And I'm like, bro, this album did 295. He's going on tour. Do you know that album is 2 times platinum now? Like, shut the fuck up, people. Shut the fuck up. If the album eventually goes platinum, you won. Period. You won. It doesn't matter what you sell first week. It matters what you do later. Because, for instance, if you look at Big X the Plug, right? People didn't know who he was. So his Take Care, he did, I want to say like 80. I want to say like 80 or 70. Hold on, Big X. The Plug first week sales. Yeah, no, he did less than that. The nigga did 48K. First week, 38K first week. But guess what? People were finding out more and more about it. The album's gold. It is gold. That's 500K sold. It did 48. It's now gold. What is wrong with people? These sales numbers don't matter. Hold on, it did well because he took 5 years off, then dropped that. Yeah, exactly. 5 years off, dropped an album. Like, bro, I'm gonna call a spade a spade. Like, and I know people like look at me and go, "Oh my God, you're Drake supporter." Blah blah blah. I'm here for hip hop. Like, yes, I'm a fan of Drake. That's the music. My musical preference is the music that he makes. How fucking ever. Like, I'm a realist. Numbers don't lie. Numbers don't lie. 295 is good. Period. It's good. That was the narrative. I didn't like it, but Mr. Morale wasn't for me. Like the thing is, I'm not gonna say I didn't like it. Like I liked it because I reviewed the album when it came out with my friends. I liked the album. I like what he was doing on there. Because I listened to Kendrick Lamar for him being introspective, for him like giving us these stories about his life and about the culture and people and da 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 da. Like I live for that from him. Like that's what I go to him for. You know what I'm saying? Like to me, like To Pimp a Butterfly is better than everything else he dropped because it just carries so much more weight to it. And it's better to me because what I look to him for. However, like when people are like, "Oh my God, GNX is so good," blah blah blah. I'm like, no, GNX is the worst project he's ever done, conceptually. Period. It's the worst. Even record wise, there's not much to go back to. You go back to certain moments on the album, but it's not as good as Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, like or To Pimp a Butterfly, or like it's just not. It's not. Good Kid, Mad City. It's literally at the bottom of his discography. I liked Hand better, but that's because it had like 4 songs I had to go back to. Yeah, but GNX wasn't for me, man. GNX wasn't for me, and I don't know who it was for. Maybe it was for Cali people and all that stuff. Like, that's cool, fine and dandy. But it's not his best work. It's not. It's easily not. For a man that arguably has you could argue for Kendrick Lamar having 3 classics. You could argue. You could make an argument for it. He for sure has 2. You can make an argument for 3. You could make an argument for a 3rd. What are people talking about? That's my whole thing. What are people talking about? Where are you at mentally? But anyway, I like GNX better. It had like 4 songs I could go back to over Mr. Morale. I had about 4 or 5 songs I could go back to on Mr. Morale and Big Steppers. So that's why it didn't faze me none. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Is 6ix9ine gay? Kiki, bro, I don't know, man. I don't know none of these people's sexuality, and I don't care. Like, I tell people this all the time. Like, man, I bump Frank Ocean. You know what I'm saying? I listen to Tyler the Creator. Like, I listen to these niggas. Like, I don't care if somebody's gay. Like, is the music good? Like, who you choose to fuck, it's none of my business. But he might be.
So listen, I want the world to know that Billboard is a lie. You can buy number 1s on Billboard. I want that to register in your head. You can buy number 1s on Billboard. Now let me tell you what happened. We was having an ongoing investigation just now. Silvio from Billboard, right? There's like probably 5 or 6 of them that come up with the charts with Nielsen and everything. Last Thursday, Ariana Was Stuck With You submitted 60,000 units last second. With the investigation, we found this. They purchased half of those things with 6 credit cards. When we asked where was those 6 credit cards linked to, Billboard said we can't disclose that information. Understand this. They bought 30,000 and so units with 6 credit cards. 6 credit cards. Now, again, you're going to enjoy your number 1. Explain how you buy 30,000 with 6 credit cards, right? Now let me explain to you something. They don't want, Billboard doesn't want no one to know this. Now I understand why Jay-Z and
Okay, hold on. I don't think you can buy number 1s, but you definitely can buy your way to the top 20. Nah, you can. You can buy number 1s as long as you play the game correctly and you see what you're missing, right? So, like, for instance, let's say and how it's being weighted that particular time, right? Cool. Here's the thing. People Payola radio. So people are already buying number 1s off rip, right? But everybody's paying for radio. So cool. We're going to throw that to the side because everybody's paying for radio. Bet. Now, if everybody's paying for radio, all you have left is streams and hard copy sales. If somebody goes and buys, you know what I'm saying, with, like he's giving it with an example, I've seen the most random ass, goofy ass motherfuckers in the top 25 on God. Like stuff that don't even make sense, man. Stuff that don't even make sense. And here's the thing, like I was saying, like when you have those where you're selling the albums or you're selling the singles or whatever, and you buy like 30K of them, boom, that's gonna push up your activity and your point score really high. So you are going to be number 1. It's the same way how on the top 100, GNX kept outranking some Sexy Songs For You because their vinyls were getting shipped 10,000 exactly, which is crazy. Exactly 10,000 vinyls were getting shipped for 8 weeks straight. For 8 weeks straight. Some Sexy Songs For You, Drake and Party Next Door, they went number 1 that first week. They held on to number 1 that second week. Then that third week, all of a sudden, they're getting dominated again. And you're like, what? How are they getting dominated again? It's because GNX, all the freaking vinyls, they were getting shipped out now. So now it was 10K, 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 10K every week for 8 fucking weeks at least 8 weeks. So thus that 10K activity because the way the points are weighted is weighted more than the streams and the radio. So since it's weighted more than the streams and the radio, boom, they're above. And they just keep ranking above Drake, and that's how they did it. Which then you can argue that people can pay for number ones, because if you game the system a certain way, you can make the optics look a certain way. But when people actually break down and they get into the numbers and they get into what happened and how this happened, bro, you can really see that everybody is playing a game. It's mostly smoke and mirrors. It's mostly smoke and mirrors. Mostly. If not completely smoke and mirrors. We're being lied to on a global scale when it comes to artists. A global scale. Cross genres. But yeah, that's how you buy number one.
Nicki Minaj say Billboard, like we used to look up to number one, to Billboard, but now it's like we know you can, it's all manipulated, right? It's all fabricated. You can buy number ones. This is what these artists do, right? And it's not fair. I want you to see this. Gooba streamed 50 million streams, and this is what they're counting only, 50 million streams, right? They only counted, look what Billboard counts. They only counted 31 million. Billboard illegally disqualified 20 million streams so it can drop down and the people who bought the number one, which was Stuck With You, can go to number one. Look at this. 31 million, which places us at 38 points. When in fifth place, you were stuck at 32 points. 6 credit cards buys you 36 credit. Listen, you can buy number ones on Billboard. I'm letting you know that. We just did a whole investigation and their best answer was, we can't disclose that information. Now, Billboard, if you want to explain to all the hardworking artists out there, the hardworking artists that...
Let me see. See, you're telling me Luther had an organic run. It came out December. It didn't reach number one till after the Super Bowl, then lasted 13 weeks. I can call cap. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That's the type of stuff that happens that makes absolutely no sense. Luther was already the most popular song on that album. It already was. It already was the most popular song on the album. Everybody was like, yo, this song is really good. Luther is a really good song. It's a great record. Period. Doc. Like, let's get that established. Luther is a great record. However, for it to go number one 13 weeks later, considering everything else that was dropping during that time, makes no sense. It's not logical. It is illogical. It is almost unfathomable. Even if it right after the Super Bowl, the demand went up for the song, right? 6ix9ine, you're not the right spokesperson for this argument. I mean, technically he is, because I don't know. Well, no, he's not the right spokesperson. You're right. No, you're right. You're right. No, you're right. You're absolutely right. I'm tripping. I was going to say something, then I just realized, no, I'm not going to put my foot in my mouth. 6ix9ine is absolutely the wrong person. But yeah, I would say, like, if Luther went number one for 2 weeks after the Super Bowl, that would have been realistic. But it being number one for 13 weeks was like, what the fuck? Like, they didn't even make sense. But then again, when you go into those things, hold on. You know what? Here we go. We're gonna do it. We're gonna go to Billboard. Give me a second. I gotta let it load. Okay, so here's Billboard 200. Let me get this on. Let me get this on screen. Let me share this screen. Let me share this. So look. Here we go. Right now, oh, I went to Billboard Hot 100. I need to do Hot 100. Okay. Now we're at the Hot 100, right? Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back in time. We're gonna go back in time to the week of the Super Bowl. Yeah, there we go. Let's go back. Let's go back in time. Yeah, I think it's this. I think it's as of the Friday, right? Okay, so cool. Here's Luther. This is the week. This is the week of the Super Bowl, right? Because the Super Bowl was I'm just gonna pull up the date for the Super Bowl just so we can make sure that everything is copacetic. You know what I'm saying? I'm not lying or misrepresenting what took place. Super Bowl. February 9th. Okay, so cool. Look, so this February 9th, this week of February 15th is for last week. Every time you see the Hot 100 charts come out, it's for the last week that they were able to. Oh, my freaking wrist started tripping. It's the last week they were able to validate. Now, with that being said, right, it was only at 3 after the Super Bowl. It was at 3. Its peak position was 3. Last week it was at 4. It went back to 3. So it repeaked. Now, let's go 1 week at a time. Number 1, peaked again. Peaked again, which is, well, you know what? Super Bowl was the 9th on a Tuesday. The week closes on a Thursday. On the 13th. Okay, that was the data from up here, so from before the Super Bowl. This is the data after the Super Bowl. This one's the data after the Super Bowl. Okay. Sorry, y'all. I messed up. I messed up on that part. This is the week after the Super Bowl. Not like us repeats at number 1. Kind of weird, but understandable because it's right after Super Bowl. TV off. Luther, they're peaking. It's cool. It's fine. They're repeaking. It's fine. Now, you go to this next week. Now Luther is number 1. Not like us is falling. Cool. And it spent 41 weeks on the charts. That's nasty. That's so fucking nasty. But anyway, so that's 1 week. So this is the following week after that. All right, cool. Some new people found out about it. That's fine. This week right here, is this going to show me the chart data? Cuz I need the activity. Nope. This isn't going to give me the activity. I want the activity reports. I want the activity. Music. Let me see. What are you talking about? You're telling me 6ix9ine and Nicki went number 1. That's crazy. Yeah, they did. Nicki Minaj can go number 1. The song had a nice vibe. Like the way the beat hit, like it just worked. It just worked at that time. It just did. I'm sorry. Billboard activity. Music activity. Is it this website? No. Fuck. I don't know where the website is that has the chart data. Where the fuck is that? See, I can't find the website. But anyway, you didn't like the song. Look, just because you didn't like it don't mean other people didn't rock with it. And Nicki has a huge fan base, so I understood why it went number one. And then plus she was coming off of like hadn't really not done too much. So yeah, like it just worked. It just worked. You know? At this point, artists are scared to fail and flop. Whereas Cardi B and Nicki, so Nicki's put out more. Here's the thing: put Nicki to the side. Where's Cardi B's album? Cardi B been putting out single after single after single after single. Our album's finally about to come out. Finally, after like 8 years, 8 years in the gulag, it's finally gonna come out. That's crazy. That's crazy. Nicki has 4 or 5 albums. Cool. 4 or 5 albums over. She's been out since 2009. So 4 or 5 albums. I'm cool with that. Because you have some re-releases. You have some deluxes thrown in there. Like, yeah, cool. Like, music been put out. You have a body of work people that can grade you against. Cardi B has 1 album. You have no scale to grade her against anybody. When was Nicki's last album? I want to say 2022. Give me 1 sec. I don't know. I'll find out first for sure. I believe it was 2022. So you have the Pink Print Anniversary Edition, which came out in 2024, but I'm not gonna count that. So Pink Friday 2 was 2023, excuse me. 2023. In December of 2023. She dropped Pink Friday 2. So 2023, Pink Friday 2. Not a re-release, brand new album. 2023. Like, bro, she did it. She's putting out projects. Like, so far, Nicki, individual projects that Nicki has is you have Pink Friday, the compilation. You have Pink Friday, Roman Reloaded. You have, which is completely different than the other one. You have the Beam Me Up Scotty mixtape. You have the Re-Up, Roman, whatever it's called, Roman Reloaded, whatever. Then you have the Pink Print Deluxe. Then you have Queen Deluxe, and then you have Pink Friday 2. Like, project-wise, she has like 6. But anyway, I'm gonna let 6ix9ine finish.
And established artists at that, because there's a lot of established artists right now that don't get number ones and don't understand why. It's like looking at an apple, right? An apple sometimes is most likely red, right? There's green apples, but just look at this. There's apples that are red, right? And you're looking at an apple, and this is what we did with Billboard. Yo, explain how you deduct. If there's 50 million streams, right, on Google, why only count 30 million, right? So it's like looking at an apple and say, I'm obviously looking at you and you're red, but you're not, but you're telling us it's not red. You got caught cheating red-handed, right? And say, no, we can't disclose that information. We can't. I want the world to know you can buy number ones. If you're part of a label, just say, listen, I want part of my budget. Just buy me a number one record, because that's what you're doing, right? And it's not fair to artists who work. I got the biggest record. Let's show you Google, right? Compared to these other records. And if you want to compete with this is in 1 week, right? Zoom in on that. If you want to compete, this is 184 million, and you count in 30 million streams and disqualify everything else because Billboard.
Yeah. So this is an old video from him. I believe this is new. I believe that's an old video. But I don't see how that's not a valid. He didn't have a valid case. Let me see. Thank God Drake is my favorite artist. He always feeds his audience. That's facts. That's facts. He's never taken long enough break for people to be like, damn, I need some more Drake. Like, he always goes, here you go, Drake. Here you go. Here's more. He just consistently continues to deliver. Like, there's not anybody doing it like that. Nobody. Year after year after year after year after year. Like, because when you look at the years on his projects, right? When you look at the years on his projects, it's nasty work. This dude, 2025, Some Sexy Songs for You with Party Next Door. For All the Dogs in 23. Her Loss in 22. Honestly, Never Mind also in 22. 21, Certified Lover Boy. Yeah, he still gave us enough money because there was the beef. And then the 100 gigs pack. But anyway, Certified Lover Boy in 2021. Dark Lane Demo Tapes in 2020. Care Package in 2019. Scorpion in 2018. More Life in 2017. Views in 2016. What a Time to Be Alive in 2015. If you're reading this, it's too late in 2015. Nothing Was the Same in 2013. Take Care in 2011. Thank Me Later in 2010. And then you have So Far Gone in 2009. Like, bro, what the fuck? He only took 1, 2. He's only taken 2 calendar years off from dropping a project. 2 calendar years, which is 2024. And 2012. Oh, you know what? No, 3 calendar years. 2012, 2014. 2012, 2014. Oh, no, he didn't drop in 2014. I'm sorry. He didn't drop in 2014. He didn't drop in 2014 either. So yeah. So he only missed 3 calendar years. 3. Look up what song came out in 2014. Okay, let's do that. What Drake songs came out in 2014? Good God, bro. Look at this. Look at this list. Look at these records, bro. It's not even like he took a time off. Bro dropped Tuesday, How About Now, Believe Me, Never Satisfied, Grinding with Lil Wayne, Believe Me with Lil Wayne, Draft Day, Drunk and Fuck, Only with Nicki Minaj, Trophies on the Young Money thing, Who Do You Love, Pills and Potions. Was he on Pills and Potions? Drake is on Pills and Potions? Oh, yeah, he did the remix to 2 on. O'Brien, yeah, that's fine. Scheming Up for real. Every Drake track from 2013 worth. Okay, cool. They're just gonna give me all the tracks. That's fine. All right, so 2 on, Drunken Fuck, Scheming Up, Only, Odio. A lot of people don't even know he been jumping in Hispanic bag. Draft Day, Recognize. Oh shit, he was on Record. Oh fuck. Grinding, Truffle Butter, Heat of the Moment, Believe Me, Trophies, How About Now, Days in the East. Oh, God, We Made It freestyle. Drake, Never Satisfied, 0 to 100. Man, 0 to 100 hard. Who Do You Love? 6 God, and then Tuesday. Golly, bro. Golly. No wonder it felt like he didn't take it off. He was too busy dominating. All right, let's look at the other year. What is it, 12? Okay, 12. Yeah, he didn't take 12 off. 12, he was still. You have 12, you have Round of Applause, Us, Fucking Problems, Still Got It For You. Yeah. Amen with Meek Mill, Diced Pineapples, Enough Said, the Aaliyah joint, We In This Bitch 1.5, and then you have Poetic Justice. Good grief. And the other year was 2024, but we ain't got to look that up. That was the beef year. So we know what was going on then. So, bro, that's sick. That's a sick off year. Bro. Them hits too. Like, they still getting played. Like, what are we talking about? And if you're looking at me and you're wondering, yo, bro, you probably should buy a camera. You have 10K subs. First of all, my camera died. All right. I have a camera. It's dead. Okay. So if you're looking at me, you're new here, subscribe, like, but it's dead. So anyway, that's his year off though. Yeah, for sure. Man, I gotta man, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. But anyway, man, anything else y'all wanna talk about? Like anything. Oh, wait, hold on. All right, this is the bonus round. Ask whatever you want. Ask anything you want to ask. Okay? Anything. Oh, and then I'm going to pack this up and go to the airport. Oh, fuck. Oh, freaking tired. What is Kendrick's album years? Oh, Kendrick album years? Bet. That's simple. That's easy because there ain't but 5 of them. No, 6 of them. Kendrick Lamar album release dates. Yeah, there we go. All right, cool. So here we go. We're gonna his discography. We can just hit Wikipedia. I don't like the way that looks. We can hit this. I think Genius makes it look nice. Yeah, Genius does make it look nice. All right, cool. So we're gonna jump in here. I'm gonna put it on screen. Kendrick Lamar's. Should Derek Fisher's jersey be retired in Los Angeles? Hell no. Hell no. Hell no, bro. Derek Fisher did a lot. He did a lot for the team, for the organization. But I'm gonna tell you this straight up. Hell no. Like he was just a really good role player on a really good team. He was a really good role player on a really good team. I mean, we could check on J. Cole has more albums out, more projects. Because you have GNX in 2004. You have Morale and Big Steppers 2022, Black Panther's soundtrack in 2018, Damn in 2017, Untitled Remastered in 16. You have 2015 To Pimp a Butterfly. You have Good Kid, Mad City in 2012. And we have Section 80 in 2011. Obviously, you have like the Overly Dedicated and the other stuff that he did like way beforehand. But we're only counting what's like out. So we start at 2011. 2011 to 2024. He had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8. He's had 8 projects. 5 rings don't mean shit. 5. Talk to Robert Horry about getting rings. Like, and Derek Fisher wasn't even the best player on the team. How you gonna retire his jersey and his number? Like, no, you can't retire his number. You can't retire his number because he didn't mean more to the organization than Shaq did. And is Shaq's number retired? Is Shaq's number retired? I like Fisher, but Gasol barely made it. Fisher not making it. Yeah, for sure. Horry got 7 for 3 different teams. D-Fish got 5. Well, that's fine then. But Shaq got MVP. Shaq got MVP. Kobe was MVP, like, of the finals, the 2 years where Shaq was not there. He put in the work. He was the best player on the team, like damn near every year. Shaq's jersey is retired because the 3 championships they won, he was the best player on the team those years. He was bar none. He was the best player on the team. Best player on the team. What year was Derek Fisher the best player on the team, and how far did they go? That's it. That's all that matters for jersey retirement to me. So no, Derek Fisher's jersey does not need to be up there with Kobe Bryant's and Shaquille O'Neal's. You're telling me he was as important to that organization as they were? Absolutely not. You could have had anybody. You could have almost had any other point guard, and it worked out fine. All you needed was a smart enough point guard to run the triangle offense. That's it. Let me see. All right, so let's do J. Cole. Because you mentioned J. Cole, we're gonna do it. Cool. Yeah. That's just how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? It's not to say like, well, no, I'd actually be pissed off if they put his jersey up there. I'm not even gonna hold you. I'd be pissed the F off. If they put his jersey up there, if I walked into the crypto.com arena and I looked up and I seen a Derek Fisher jersey, I promise you, I might burn it. Cause fuck no. Let's see. So with J. Cole, you have Might Delete Later. I don't count this D-Day thing for him. Like, it's a project he's a part of, but he wasn't rapping on like everything. Like with Black Panther soundtrack, I counted for Kendrick Lamar because Kendrick Lamar was rapping like he's actually like on 6 of the records, and then his vocals are on like the rest of the project throughout. Like, you never stop thinking about Kendrick Lamar being on the project. So Might Delete Later. So that's 1. Off Season is 2. Revenge of the Dreamers director cut. He was on Revenge of the Dreamers a bit more. So we can, well, that's really 2019. The director's cut, I don't count those. That's just weird to count that. 2018, KOD. For Your Eyes Only, 2016. Revenge of the Dreamers 2 in 2015, and he was on Revenge of the Dreamers 2 a bit more than other ones. 2014 Forest Hill Drive, easy. Born Sinner, 2013. Then you have Cold World Sideline Story in 2011. Friday Night Lights in 2010, and The Warm Up in 2009. And the reason I'm gonna give him these is because he actually whatchamacallit. He actually has those out on streaming services. But yeah, that's the answer to that. I guess Lamar Odom getting his jersey retired next. Andrew Bynum can get his jersey retired. Fuck it. Fuck it. Where's Rick Fox at? Let's retire his jersey. Let's retire Rick Fox's jersey. It'd be amazing. It'd be the greatest thing, period, ever, period. Trying to think. But anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it. So we went over PJ Washington. You know what I'm saying? We went over Drake getting exposed, allegedly, because he wasn't actually even exposed. We went over Atlanta's hip-hop scene and the snitching and all that stuff. And we went over how you can buy Billboard #1. Anyway, y'all let me know how y'all feeling in the comment section down below. This has been another episode of Homeroom with Smooth. Definitely make sure you tap in with me. Subscribe, like, you know what I'm saying? I'll be back here. I try to be live 4 days, four nights a week. So I'll be live again Tuesday. So yeah, tomorrow. I'll be live again tomorrow. There'll be plenty of news. There's plenty of stuff to talk about tomorrow. I saved the DDG and India Love stuff and all that for tomorrow. I wasn't going to talk about it today. It just I didn't want to do it. I have to source too much material and like go through too many clips, and then he's like they're like weirdly like banned copyright claiming and different stuff, different people. So I got to get out the way of that. I'm not trying to get copyright claimed by DDG or anybody for that matter. Anyway, thank y'all so much. I'm